Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the importance of gripping your mouse and how to understand its fundamentals through critical thinking that can actually help improve your aim in any FPS game. We'll go through every grip style and also take it up to the next level on how modified versions of each of these can give you more options for what works best for you. Remember, the goal here is to help you find a grip style and think outside the box of what can help you improve. Remember, comfort is key. Timing is perfect for this video because it's actually the 10th anniversary for the G502 gaming mouse from Logitech that I know everyone knows. It's going to be our base as we showcase every different grip style since it's also flexible for it. If you're a gamer, I promise you've heard of this mouse or held it at some point, even mained it at one point. Reminder, everything is timestamped in the description down below. From the early meta 9 years ago, when we all wanted heavier mice with higher sensitivity, time has progressed and evolved, and so has the G502 by lowering its overall weight, but also technology of going wireless and updating its sensor. As technology evolves, shape remains one of the biggest factors in why the G502 and G Pro remain some of the highest selling mice on the market. While shape is king, let us discuss the most basic and valuable variable on how you properly grip your mouse. Quick disclaimer. How you naturally want to hold the mouse is the way you want to approach it, but understanding critically your reasoning is key. We'll start general, but we're going to ramp up slowly but surely to more complicated grip styles. It's highly recommended not to just copy a professional gamer's grip style, as they are modified heavily from the base here and are done with clear justification. So first up, palm mouse grip style. Probably the most common way initially anyone will hold a mouse because it's quite frankly the most comfortable. This greatly benefits lower sensitivities, individuals who prefer more of an ergo mouse, and sometimes heavier since your whole hand is engaged and you have your palm to do the work and move your arm. This I would say is harder on higher sensitivity settings, as you will lack some of that dexterity. Your thumb is on the side for more dexterity with your little pinky finger resting on the other side. Again, this is more of an arm, so lower sensitivity play is ideal. It's not impossible to work with on a higher sensitivity, it just might tense up more around the wrist, which could offset easily with a lighter mouse. So let's discuss just quick pros and cons. The pros: remember, it's a relaxed grip style where you don't have to worry about tensing up, and it's great for larger movements and extended play. The cons? Well, you're going to lose some of that precision on the higher sensitivities, but be mindful too of a low sensitivity and how you can reset and center the mouse pad, but also you're going to need a lot more desk space. Second up is my favorite, but the fingertip mouse grip style. This has historically been stated as the fastest aim of all the grip styles. You're essentially touching most of your mouse with just your fingertips only, hence fingertip grip. Your palm does not touch the back. Claw grip style and fingertip usually get confused with one another. Now, the pros of this grip style is that you can master movement because of the increased dexterity you gain. I believe this has the highest skill ceiling for success, and usually where professional players will modify their grip style starting from here. Now, the cons. Precision is harder to master initially, hence why I say modified version of this grip style. It also is not the most organic way to hold the mouse. Some may gravitate towards the style, but also you'll see pros, again, modify it to ensure you gain more control of your mouse, because control is key, and if you go too heavy with a mouse or too slick of a surface, this can be difficult, but again, it's not impossible to learn. Lastly, one that's really interesting is claw grip style. Claw grip gets mistaken for fingertip grip style a lot. It's like fingertip grip, but the back of your palm meets the back of the mouse. This grip style is best for both worlds and can be shifted to when you need that stability for a proper track or precision. The pros here is that it can be really stable for long-range shots and tracking. Individuals who use the prior grip style will change to this, especially whenever they're trying to snipe in various titles. I know I used to when I used to play Battlefield. Now, the cons of this is that you're going to find that due to its limited range of motion, you will need to reset more, and it's important to learn the skill of when to apply this and switch between a modified style to an open, larger range of motion. Careful not to engage too much of the wrist here, as it will cause excessive tension. Now, quick note about fingertip grip. With the lower sense, it can really add a ton of unique speed and dexterity. This is a style you see mostly in my content. If you watched until this point, I want to thank you immensely. If you comment down below, I will be selecting a lucky winner to win a G502. I will draw the winner a week from now, posting this video and pin in the comment section down below. Now let's discuss the shape and its importance. So how you organically reach for the mouse and hold it, from the pros and cons above, you need to find a mouse that heightens those strengths and weaknesses. These are tools to help you improve, but after aiming and holding a mouse for an extended period of time, I'll give you my reasoning for my current choice, the G309. Remember, this is my own reasoning, as it comes from years of playing FPS games, and the key though is, have you justified the reason and why do you do it? And does it feel comfortable? Every mouse is going to be different for every individual. So if you change your grip style, find a different mouse shape, or even change sensitivity or a surface. It is done through critical thinking and not because you hear it is quote unquote the best. The real answer, is it best for you? For me, well, yes, Logitech is sponsoring this video. This is my choice of mouse. Despite purchasing everything out in the market, this just is what I personally like. So let's discuss now modified grip styles. When you learn the basics to understand fundamentals, it's very important not to think of all of this as black and white or right and wrong. What you should be asking is what works best for you and why. Personal example. I put my middle finger and index for stability on mouse click 1. Reason, my index is slower and lacks stability. I had consistent moments where I click too hard or stress the pointer finger and lose speed. My pinky is on the right and my anchor is my thumb on the left, which is why I like the G309 shape. My ring finger is my ADS and I toggle ADS for further comfort, so it feels like whenever I'm aim training. When I track or hit long range shots, I go to a modified claw grip. Then I free roam flicking and aiming, go from the modified fingertip as my right pinky is anchoring the mouse. The sensor location is also important how you personally will hold your mouse. This is not a one-size-fits-all and depends where the center of focus is on your hand and what is most comfortable for you. At first, it will not be clear because you don't have the skill or time investment yet. Apply critical thinking and justification of why to locate the better tool down the line to achieve your best results. Another interesting thing is you may see pros flip their mouse at an angle. May see Shroud push his thumb to a more tense angle to anchor the mouse more. You may see intense grip styles at a higher sensitivity or extremely relaxed grips at a lower sensitivity by using their palm. Remember, there is no right and wrong here, but hopefully this video and guide was helpful for you. If you apply that critical thinking, you'll go very far on your aim journey and find the best mouse and grip style for you. As we wrap up today's video, let's put it all together. Now, as discussed, I'll grip the mouse that feels most comfortable for me. Now, the first exercise that you want to complete is just simple movement, moving around, ADS, on ADS, pick up other objects, things on the ground. All video games pretty much have this. You know, Valorant has a test range, Warzone has a test range, Apex. Any FPS game, even if you don't, try to find yourself a bot lobby, a tutorial just to move around. That can be hitting the scroll wheel, hitting the ADS, blasting just a little bit. And then your first exercise that you should complete is making sure that you can hit a target close range. And flicking between targets, work on a bit of a recoil control close range, work on hitting, switching between targets, bouncing between them, and just get a general feel for the mouse, and even doing a nice clean 180. Can you do a 180 with your sensitivity? Can you move quickly? Can you move efficiently? Now let's discuss the next exercise that you should also compile with this. Controlling recoil at a distance is also very important. This means that the movement isn't as large, moving from left and right. It has this small refined movement. This is why I have the camera so close to the mouse, because I am moving it, but it requires such a smaller range of motion. And this changes dramatically, even if you were to say, let's say, using a different sight, where it may be almost impossible to see the target, but you know that you can still control that recoil. And then working on it, depending on your range of motion, you'll see, oh, now I'm getting more comfortable with it. So just take that time and practice and put the effort in. Trust me, it will pay off. So different range of motion, even when it comes to using movement, all those things are important just to get you comfortable in having control over your mouse. I really hope that you found this video helpful and that you spend a lot of time in the range just kind of getting a warm up. If your friends ever tell you just to hop in without any practice, take a little bit of time for yourself and really work on everything, because trust me, every single loadout, everything that you do in terms of mouse control will definitely help you improve. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.